Over the past several months, I've had a lot of people reacting to some of my videos and filming duets and stitches and all that, and I'll get messages from people I know being like, did you see what so-and-so said about you? Like, they're saying all these nasty things about you. Okay, ladies, I'm going to tell you something that the rest of the world won't. You don't need to have a hoe phase. I got a DM from a girl that's kind of like my age, and she asked me if I thought that that was like a necessary part of life. All her friends are telling her like, this is the time of your life to like sleep around, be promiscuous, not get emotionally attached to guys, just like hop around from one guy to the next. And she's like, do I need to do this? My opinion is no. Nobody needs to do that. In fact, I think there are a lot of downsides to the whole hookup culture in general, and this idea that before you can settle down, you need to like go crazy. And I think it's really ironic that the like postmodern feminist movement right now kind of seems to be pushing this idea of like, you know, women should be promiscuous and like, because it, you know, makes them feel more like equal to men. I don't think that that's true. I think that hookup culture, according to the studies that I've looked at, harms women, and it doesn't fulfill what women really want. It fulfills what toxic, like, non-committing men want, but for women, it usually doesn't do much. Regarding hookups, men and women were both asked the same kind of questions, and the reason for hookup regret for women was that they felt used a lot of times, and they kind of regretted that. And for men, their biggest regret was that the woman they were with wasn't attractive enough. How is this empowering for women to tell them to just go like sleep with these kind of guys? Like, that's not empowerment, honey. You don't need to do that. Over the past several months, I've had a lot of people reacting to some of my videos and filming duets and stitches and all that, and I'll get messages from people I know being like, did you see what so-and-so said about you? Like, they're saying all these nasty things about you. You know, I've gotten a lot of comments on some things. Obviously, you know, I'm putting stuff out there on the internet. Of course, I know that people aren't going to love it always, and I'm going to get a lot of opinions and whatnot. So it is what it is, and it's okay. But I find it really interesting lately. I've been thinking about this. Every comment like this is from a woman. Almost none of them are from the toxic males I've been told so much about. It's almost like the feminists are the toxic ones. So if you find yourself wondering why I and so many other women don't call ourselves feminists right now, maybe this has something to do with it. I don't care how many insults you throw at me, I'm not going to be a part of this. Sorry. By all means, keep engaging with my videos though, and maybe someday you guys will figure it out.
That's crazy. Shaming and canceling a woman for wanting to be a loving, traditional woman, for wanting to be a wife, for wanting to cook and clean and serve a man. See, guys, these woke women, these modern day women, they don't care about men. They just want to be single and independent, and they want to get all these women together so they can go against men. They don't like to please men. They think that being submissive or being feminine and nice and kind to men is like being a weak individual. They think that's beneath them. And this is why so many women are alone and single. This is why, the truth be told, they're miserable. Notice how women who look like her, the more traditional, conservative type of elegant, feminine women, they always seem to be happy, right? Now, we don't know what goes on at home, but they have that glow about them. These modern day women, they seem to be evil. I mean, tatted up everywhere, septum piercings, gauges, green, orange color hair. I mean, they just look psycho, right? It's like you can't build a bond with those type of chicks. You don't know if they're going to poison you at night. You don't know what's going to happen. And those type of women hate men. This is why, guys, you need to stay away from most of these modern women. I'm going to be honest. And here's the thing. I have some good news and bad news. Which one you want first? All right, I give you guys the good news. The good news is there is a small percentage of women out there that are traditional like her, who will love and care for you. The bad news is there's not a lot of women out there for every man, right? So it's a small, minute percentage in it. And the bad news is every man won't get one. So most of you are going to be stuck with women who have bad attitudes, who have been ran through, who are wishy-washy, who want to play games, who don't have any real intentions to serve and please a man. It's very dangerous, guys. So if you happen to encounter a conservative, traditional woman, a housewife, a woman who wants to serve and please a man, who wants to cook and clean and do your laundry, I'm not saying you hold on tight to her, but I'm saying it's slim pickings, right? It's like a needle in a haystack. So there's a lot of women out there, who prescribe to trying to shame women and put them down for wanting to be mothers, for wanting to be good women and wear nice, elegant clothes. There's a lot of women who want to shame other women and say, if you don't do this, if you don't go against men, if you don't hate men, what's going to happen is then we're going to shame you. And one of the easiest ways to get women in line is to shame them, because women don't like to be ostracized, right? They like to be socially accepted by everybody. So there's women who can easily gather up a whole bunch of women. They just hoard up women, right? Misery loves company. So if a woman is miserable and she's not doing well with her relationship or her marriage and everything, what's going to happen is she's going to say, you know what? I'm going to try to bring my best friend down. I'm going to try to get my other friend. I'm going to try to get as many women as I can to hate their husband, to hate their man. And when I do that, that means I'm going to be successful, because me as a woman, that woke modern woman, I can't keep a man happy, right? It's very dangerous, because a lot of women are subscribing and prescribing, no pun intended, to this sort of rhetoric. The rhetoric of go against men and don't listen to a man, and being this strong and independent chick, and it's never going to work out for him. That doesn't work, because going against men will always backfire. and it blows my mind that a lot of women like to do this sort of thing, but this is what modern women have become. They have become, most of them, not all, most vampires. They don't like to be submissive. Matter of fact, they think the word being submissive is, some sort of crutch, right? They say, well, I'm not going to listen and follow a man. That's why a lot of these chicks are miserable, because they're going against their own biology. It's in a woman's biology to want to nurture and cook and clean and be feminine and be nice and be kind and be elegant. It's in a woman's nature to want to do that. But since they don't want to do that, what starts to happen is they start to grow mustaches. They start to gain a lot more weight. They start to take a lot of medication, antidepressants, all these different things. These women start taking their own lives because they're out of their own element. Their element is supposed to be me being a woman, me being in a home. Okay, you can have a job, but my primary goal and objective in life as a woman, outside of my little job, is to care for my man. It's to be a loving wife. It's to be a submissive woman. And these women, they don't like to do that. Matter of fact, a lot of these women, they like to be submissive to criminals and thugs and losers. That's why you see so many women going for bad boys and all these different toxic men. That's because deep down, they don't know how to choose a quality man. So they say, okay, you know what? I'm going to go for bad boys. I'm going to go for guys who don't really value me, right? It's a mindset that's crippling a lot of women. Because there are some women, who might be toxic or have modern female mindset. They're like, you know what? Something is off. The light bulb will start to click. And it usually starts to click when they hit that wall, when they hit about 28, 29, 30. Then they want to say, you know what? I don't want to be this strong and independent woman anymore. I don't want to go out here and sleep around and be promiscuous. I want one man. But by that time, it's too late, right? And a lot of these women, they're going to start waking up. Now, it's good to see women like this who are speaking out on these different things, but there need to be more women. There need to be more women to say, this is not what we should be doing. Let me get with a good man. Let me not stop sleeping with all these toxic bad boy alpha dudes, all these criminals and guys in the street. Let me stop hooking up with them. Let me give my body and my time and my life to a good, upstanding man, a guy with a good head on his shoulders. Now, that's rarely going to happen, right? But the thing is, there are a small percentage of women who have positive mindsets. And like I said, unfortunately, most men are not going to be able to get a woman like her, right? Because women like her are like few and far between, man. Now, you have to go to certain areas, but usually those women aren't perpetually single, right? They meet one guy and that guy's like, oh, maybe let me snatch this woman up, right? I'm not going to lock her down. Let me snatch her up because, man, it's hard out here, man, right? It's tough. But there's a whole bunch of women who are running around with a modern day woman mindset, with this angry feminist sort of vibe where it's me against men. But at the same time, they want men to be traditional to them, but they don't want to be traditional women to men, right? This is what's crazy about it. They want you to pay and fork over money and pay for dates, but then when it comes to submitting and listening, it's like, that's conditional. This is why it's crazy. They want men to be masculine, traditional men, uphold our roots and our values. But then when it comes to them, they want to have hot girl summers. They want to have, free range to do whatever they want with their bodies. But then they want you to take them serious. And they want you to honor them and love them for who they are. And then they realize that, man, men don't want women who slept around. Men don't want women who've been ran through and who have bad attitudes, who have green, purple, orange, all these different hair colors, right? Men want women who are nice, feminine, and kind. Fit, feminine, and friendly. Sex, sandwiches, and silence, the 3 S's. Guys, keep your head up. Now, there are a small percentage of women out there, but like I said before, those women ain't just running around single. If they're single, listen, if a woman's perpetually single, there's a high chance she prescribes to modern day feminism. She has that toxic thinking where she doesn't need a man, but she still wants a man that needs her. She wants a man who's going to do all these different things. If a woman is not being submissive to you, if she's not being cooperative and feminine, that's the blueprint you just saw. One of the blueprints. Look at the clip. Look what she's saying. Just let her go, because she's going to ruin your life.